Yeah, I'm doing my bachelor studies. So actually, in this time, it will be my abschluss, like exam, final exam. But with Corona, everything got postponed, and maybe next year. I don't know. I am not sure about, but it's okay. I am having good time here.
And you will keep playing.
Yeah, and I can play
That's
here as long as I want. In this house is perfect because upstairs is a other viola professor, but it's not my professor, but it's other viola professor, and he really liked that they play, and we spoke. It's really nice.
That's wonderful.
He doesn't say slower, slower, faster.
At the beginning, yes, he come here and like, can you play more slower? Yeah, but now we are just speaking. We actually we did like for 1 month ago we did a concert in because we have like some old residents from old people, no, and we did an open air concert with my
Beautiful.
girlfriend who plays also viola and some students from him. So we did a concert there, and we have like connection again, and then he showed his instrument. He have really good instrument, expensive, and we were speaking about
Oh.
this really nice.
That's
Ausgezeichnet.
Yeah, yeah, genau.
Oh my goodness.
so. How did you? I know. I remember. Well, your brother tells a story. How did you began to understand that music was going to be your life? When did you make that connection?
My parents, they say that I had I began, with the music, and then I had some like seminar. It was like one weekend in Sanare, it's close to Barquisimeto, and in this weekend they were people from Caracas, from everywhere, who plays viola. It was only viola players, and my father said after I came, then I start to really believe that I can do something with music. Yeah, and then I think it was the first time that I saw, wow, I really want to play. Yeah,
And how old
and
were
then
you?
it was always some point to ask me myself like, yeah, you really want to do it? Yes, and then it was another motivation to continue. And maybe it will be happen again. I don't know. Like Corona was also a time for do this for me. Like, yeah, actually I want to play. Yes, I want to play.
Mhm.
You know.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fabulous. What are you going to play for us? I know you have two pieces that you're going to
Yeah,
treat
I
us with.
have. I was thinking, like what I can play, and I thought, okay, yeah, and I think also Corona teach me like I need to find some solo pieces, like viola alone, because we are used to play as a viola player. We are used to play like in chamber music, like quartet or orchestra, and then when we need to show or work, then I don't have a violin here or a violoncello to play with. And then I start to think, okay, I need to find my solo program. And Bach is amazing composer from Germany, and Johann Sebastian Bach is really, I mean, he was more famous because of the church music.
Church
He
music.
did Mateo Passion, and it's amazing music. But he did also six suites for cello, and it's really funny the history of this because he did this. Actually, he didn't write this. I think the Anna Magdalena, his wife, she wrote, and then they never. I mean, maybe people playing this at this time, like Baroque, and then never more,
Oh
never,
my.
never more. And then Mendelssohn found this in some because Bach was living in Leipzig, is in West Germany, I think. No, this is West Germany. The
East Germany.
Ost Germany. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then Mendelssohn also was living there in Leipzig, and he was crazy about Bach, and he found this in some old book something, and he found this, and the people thought it was like to study, to practice. But then with the time, they know this really amazing music. So I want to play the prelude of the second suite that is in D minor, a little bit like melancholic and really deep music. I really like to play this kind of music. D minor is the key from Mozart Requiem and Beethoven 90 Symphony. So it's really heavy key, with a lot of tradition and yeah. And the other piece is the prelude from the third suite is in C major. It's like completely other kind of feeling because it's C major. We have a C string, and when you play C major, it's just open sound. It's just open, easy to. It's not easy, but it seems like easy, more easy than D minor. Yeah, and yeah, that's one to play. Maybe I can play the first one now.
It's all yours.
The screen is
Yeah, nice.
yours.
Nestor Luis Alvarez Gonzalez. Yay. Oh, bravo. Wow.
Thanks.
That is so moving.
So moving, so soulful, soul stirring.
And it's so it not only is Baroque and theme and technique, but it's also um, so Bach. I mean, really wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Why do you think minor keys make us feel melancholic?
Wow, this is really good question. Is this question is going going to show us the really concept of art. Why we think minor key is something sad or melancholic? I think there is something about how our ears are built. There is something there like natural from the birds or from the I don't know from the natural thing I don't know, but there is also tradition from the beginning of like human society or African or something. They start to use the minor third. It's like you have um, big third is like it's something happy. You cannot, and you have minor third. You have
Mm.
like, and it's automatically. You have the feeling of wow, what's happening, and it's also something about character. We as musicians, it's not only the tone. That's why there is also music without tonality, without key, and
Mhm.
and you can hear also melancholic thing without key, but because of character, how I feel and how I play this character of melancholic. So it's something about key, natural thing about earth, and how I play, how I transmit this character.
I love that. That's a
Fascinating.
great theory. And I do feel that a lot of cultures have a rooted tradition in those keys. Like if you think about a lot of the European composers have a passion for that, for composing in minor keys. Um, the bolero tradition also is in those minor keys in Brazilian music. So there is an element of culture there. So I love that.
Yeah,
I think it's wonderful.
And I was thinking too that here in the United States right now we're celebrating Memorial Day weekend, and that remembers people, soldiers, people who have served, and so that's that mood is. And so now let's hear some celebration.
Do do you
yeah.
have
Now you
another
mean
piece that
you want to
yes
play? Okay,
in
then we
in
play.
a major key to lift up
Yeah,
our
now
moods and
we
brighten
go
up
to
our
the
day?
third suite. The prelude is C major. It's just open, as I say, open, and it has also a melancholic feeling, and you will hear some places it will be also melancholic, and that's what I say. It's like we are in C major, but it's still melancholic, and it's this feeling we as humans we have a lot of this, and writers and every art, like we are happy, but we are not 100% happy because we are happy and we think, oh, I am so happy that I am in Germany, but I so sad that my father and my mother is not here to see this with me, and there is this complicated part of living, the life.
That's
That's
right.
well put.
That's
Yeah,
right. But your mother and father are watching you live right
yeah, they are really proud that I am doing this, and
now.
thank you for the invitation again.
Of
Oh my
course,
gosh,
we are
we're so
excited.
grateful.
Yeah, so
Uh, oh, bravo. Oh my goodness. Wow. The talent from Venezuela.
And you are right. You know, there were so many good minor moments that you
Yeah,
felt that pull, that anguish. Um,
yeah.
so Nestor, I love the fact that you are looking for ways to be um, uh, continue to be a viola player by yourself, understanding that it's going to be hard to play in group. I think that's a great idea. What advice do you have for other musicians who are feeling the same need to connect with their passion, their talent, but don't have the ability to?
I think that is the great part of classical music, that we have the composer. If you are jazz musician or maybe pop, you need to create something, and you have some tradition behind you, but they don't have like so big history like the classical music. So we have the composer, and at some point I was also like, yeah, what are we doing with music, with classical music, especially in this world? It's like everything. So like one pop singer can get like 2 million likes in 1 hour, and we get like two likes, and yeah, and then I was thinking of what I can, like where I can find inspiration. I mean, there is a lot of places or things that you can do, but the composers, they were really genius, great people who were living in this world before you, and they have really a great they found the way to express something with music, and they wrote it, and so we just need to find the music song, so check music, like music, and just read it and find what he want to say with this music, and then try to play. It's
And
not
you,
too hard, actually.
yeah, and you continue the tradition for them. So you're the part of the
Yes.
lineage of the music.
That's
And
the interesting part. You can, if you recognize this tradition, then you will be somehow part of this line,
Mhm.
And you certainly are, you and your brother and so many other musicians out there in the world who continue to keep the tradition alive, who continue to explore what it means to continue to make it their own and to continue to make us whole, because we cannot live without music.
You are essential.
You are essential.
So-
And as another of our guests said the other day, we need it. We need it now more than ever. And so we are very grateful that you are there doing what you're doing.
And we look forward to hearing more of you. And I know we'll hear lots of you in the future, and recordings and live performances. And we hope to see you in person sometime soon.
Nice, nice.
And
Me
so
too.
so now what we need to work is on a duet with you and your brother. So stay tuned,
Yes,
right?
yes.
We'll have to
Yeah,
figure
yeah.
out how to
Actually,
do this.
we had last year he had a final exam, and we played one trio from Debussy. Debussy is some French composer, and it's with viola, flute, and harp. And the harp, she was French, so he found the perfect like combination, because we are Venezuelan and we know how to play, but we are not French. We don't know I mean, he speak really well,
No
he speak
French.
really well French, but with wine and cheese, and and this girl, she was really French girl. She was really, and then we spoke like, yeah, maybe we need to hear what she said. She has something to tell us about this culture and this music. And actually, it was really nice experience. So we are looking forward to play again together, but no streaming. We
Right, right.
like here, yeah.
That's right. It's different. But you make another good point, right? There is an element of culture that comes. It's not just the notes on the paper. It's also the intention. It's also the feelings. It's also the. You're so
The
smart.
connection.
I am so excited to reconnect with you.
So proud of you.
We love you and your father and your mother and your brothers, and we can't wait to see where you go next.
And stay safe and sound.
And
Yeah,
don't go
thank
away.
you.
We're gonna say
Stop.
goodbye to our friends. Los venezolanos que estén escuchando, espero que el corazón los tengan hinchados en el pecho, como lo tengo yo. Un beso bien grande. Nos vemos en la próxima. Hang in there, Nestor, and stay tuned, people. We'll see you soon.
Ciao.